July the 13th, 2025, Donald J. Trump made a promise. He stated that within days, Ukraine would have patriots. They would have weapons systems inside Ukraine to help defend the skies. Today is July the 22nd, 2025, and up to this point, we have validated proof not only from President Vladimir Zelenskyy, but also from Norway and Germany with video that I'm getting ready to show you that will verify that none of this has happened. So we have nothing but empty words to this point. And I know, I don't want to pile on. I don't want to be frustrated. I want to go facts only. And I have all the video to prove, all the video to show. And, folks out there may say, okay, Greg, when you're talking about patriots or missile systems, it's a massive move. I understand that. I'll soon be back in Ukraine for my 15th month there on the front. But, ladies and gentlemen, anything is possible, especially when you give the word. You're becoming untrustworthy. And that is a significant issue in global geopolitics today. So with that said, let's jump straight in. I thank you for hitting the subscribe button and the like button in your comments. You are so appreciated as we grow together. What we have right now is empty words. Remember, it was 9 days ago that, we're going to exchange drone technology, sell drones to the United States. The United States is going to sell and provide within days Patriot systems and other sophisticated systems to Ukraine. All we have right now is crickets, but it's time for crickets to be over because in regard to the Patriot air defense update, you can see the article on the right there, store Norway ready to pay for Patriot defense to Ukraine. I have the video for you from Norway and Germany. Patriot agreements are still not concluded because Germany and Norway are waiting for guarantees from the United States, said Norwegian Prime Minister Store. According to him, both countries must first receive guarantees of compensation for what they pay for Ukraine's air defense, so the final agreement has not yet been concluded. Store asked the United States to explain how the matter of supplying Patriots to Ukraine is progressing. I believe that President Trump's statements of readiness to help is a good start, but it must be clearly defined when this is resolved, and I hope it will happen soon. Norway will be ready to share the cost. I think it was clearly defined, and we're having a failure on the American side. The President of the United States, the most powerful person on the planet, said within days, and I will play that video at the end. But let's start first with the statement from Store.
Norway has provided a lot of air defense to Ukraine, basically the NASAM system, which is produced in Norway. We have given part of our own systems. We don't have Patriot systems in Norway. We have given part of our NASAM systems. And then we are buying that back to Norway at a later stage. What Germany is now doing is sending a clear signal that Germany is ready to contribute Patriot system. But I can fully understand the Chancellor to need a message back from the US that they can have a replacement. And here I can simply say that the US would be helpful if they can clarify this question explicitly, how that can happen. And I think President Trump's message about contributing is a good start, but this needs to be clear. And then when this comes in order, and I hope it will happen soon, Norway is ready to split that bill. We're ready to make a very significant contribution because it's the nearest operative solution that we can contribute, and we can do that with a partner who we know and who we trust, and that's why we have made that reservation in our budget to be able to do it very swiftly.
So there you have it. Very powerful and direct words coming in from Norway. We want to, we can do this with partners that we trust and have a reliable relationship with, but we're still waiting on the United States. We do not have any information from the United States, and it's crippling us from moving forward. I mean, he said it point blank, and it's so sad that the priorities are out of order in the United States. We're more concerned about making sure that real sugar is in Coca-Cola than we are about global stability, and more than global stability, confirming and coming through on promises and words that we state When we do not do that, as we are seeing now, then questions begin to arise in world leaders. Questions begin to arise around the world. At that point, Putin and Xi and all the others on that side look and go, what a clown show, because there's no fulfillment to the promises. Oh, and then you can start thinking about the 50-day tariffs, and the narrative goes on and on. The bottom line is this, and I will show you the video in just a moment. We had a word that in days, weapons would be there. The process will be pushed through. And we are now hearing from Zelenskyy. We've got words, but no stuff. We're hearing from Norway, and now you're going to hear from Germany. The defense ministers are currently negotiating about this. There is a general commitment from the American government to provide Patriot systems to us, to Germany, and to the European Union, and that we in turn will deliver the existing Patriot systems to Ukraine. So we deliver, and we receive replacements. However, these replacements have not yet actually been procured. There are currently discussions with the American government about where the replacements will come from, but the fundamental commitment from the American government that we will receive the replacements is in place. The details now need to be negotiated between the defense ministers. So there you have it. It's the same story once again, and Storr and Merz trying to be so polite and politically correct because of the instability of Donald Trump and the administration there to change direction like the wind changes, trying to be polite, but we need action. So if you're wondering today, why are these not here? It's not because Europe is not ready to do what they want to do. It's because the United States is dragging their feet, and now they're being called out on it by European Union leaders such as Storr and Merz. Now, I want to conclude this video. This is a facts only, by replaying for you the exact words that Donald Trump said. Here they are.
We are going to send them various pieces of very sophisticated military, and they're going to pay us 100% for them. I haven't agreed on the number yet, but they're going to have some, because they do need protection. But the European Union is paying for it. We're not paying anything for it. But we will send it. It'll be business for us. And we will send them Patriots, which they desperately need, because Putin really surprised a lot of people. He talks nice, and then he bombs everybody in the evening. So there's a little bit of a problem there, and I don't like it.
Well, we're going to have some come very soon, within days, actually. Because a couple of the countries that have Patriots are going to swap over and will replace the Patriots with the ones they have. And
so there you have it. That's enough. I don't want to hear any more. You know, we don't like what's happening, and yeah, Putin, you know, he talks nice, does other things. We're hearing it over and over and over. But the bottom line is, you said within days they would have Patriot systems. We'll just do a simple swap. Listen, even if you can't get the systems in within 9 days, can you get supply in? Can we let the world know that supply is coming in? Anything at all. But from the clues we see, the clues we hear, especially in regard to supply coming in, we take that confirmation from President Vladimir Zelenskyy. And he says, all we have right now is words and no action. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the update on the air defense, the Patriot systems, what is happening. European Union ready to pay. Norway said, we're ready to pay. They can't be any more clear than that. Unfortunately, the ones that are suffering is Ukraine in this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. I hope this updates you specifically. I had a lot of questions coming in about the Patriots. And there you have it. Be blessed. We'll be back at you.